And now you're tuned in to Straight Up TV, Sling Talk, your favorite slingshot hangout hosted by that dude All Star. And don't forget to subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up TV. Back with another episode, man. Today is October 3rd, man, 2023. This is your first time tuning in, man. I need you to hit that like and subscribe button, man, and I will appreciate it so much. Like I said, my name is All Star. Welcome to the show. First time tuning in, go ahead and subscribe, man. It's free. All right. So our sponsors today is 12 Volt Specialist. The 12 Volt Specialist. If you're looking for that airspace, if you're looking for that base, if you're looking for that airspace and that base, you want to be in the winner circle, you need to contact the 12 Volt Specialist, Brad, the BBL doctor, aka the mad scientist, man. All right, Zarate Steelworks, man. Listen, this is a world class company, man. If you want to take your slingshot from one level to another level, listen, if you want everybody to put their eyes on your slingshot, you need to shop at Zarate Steelworks, man. Listen, here's the discount code. The discount code is 10%, man. ZSWSUTV, man, is 10% off when you shop at Zarate Steelworks, man. All right. Light the night. Listen, if you want to light the night, you have to get Light the Night. Go see Vernon Walker in San Antonio, Texas, man. Listen, the website is on the screen right there, man. If you want to light the night, get Light the Night. Callaway and Sons, man, in New Orleans, man. New Orleans, Callaway and Sons, heating and air conditioner services, man. Over 20 years in service, man. Listen, they have 24-hour emergency services, man. Who wouldn't love that? So listen, if you're in that area, man, see Callaway and Sons, man. All right. Listen, welcome to the show. So listen, our panel members are already here. We welcome the Three-Wheel Showdown platform. We have on the screen, we have Mr. Light the Night, Diamond Design. We have Smitty and DJ D Nice. Shortly, we should be having, okay, here he is. We also have Cozy Customs in the building, man. So we're going to get this thing going on, man. Listen, the live chat is open. But we're going to go ahead and start off with some introductions just to get it going. If this is your first time, if you don't know these gentlemen, these are some very well-known gentlemen in the slingshot business, man. So if you went Three-Wheel Showdown, you've probably seen them. But let's just let these guys introduce themselves. Let's start off with Cozy Customs. Cozy, couldn't you introduce yourself, sir?
What's up, everybody? Y'all know who it is. Cozy Custom Toys out of Northern Virginia. One stop, one shop for all your slingshot needs. You know what to do.
All right, welcome, Cozy. Welcome, DJ D Nice.
What's up, y'all? DJ D Nice, Light the Night, South Carolina. Also owner and operator of Sling to Sling, your custom slingshot accessory provider. All those great brands that you love to enjoy, Light the Night, Zarate Steelworks, UAS Underground Auto Styling, and a few others. We carry it right here in Charleston, South Carolina for you.
Appreciate it. Welcome, sir. Smitty. Smitty. Hey, you muted.
Unmuted.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Smitty. Currently at Bagger Boys up in Fort Washington, Maryland. Give me a few months, and we will be connected by audio design down in Columbia, South Carolina.
All right, welcome, sir. All right, we're gonna go up top with Mr. Diamond Design.
What up, y'all? Elvin from Diamond Design, Lakeland, Florida. Over here, one-stop shop, custom builds, custom everything. What we do over here, baby.
All right, welcome, sir. And the last guest member is Mr. Light the Night. Mr. Light the Night, introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, everybody. It's Vernon Walker from Light the Night, Three-Wheel Showdown. Shout out to my man TJ. I am not old. I'm just the only person still at work, sitting at my desk. Don't start messing with me this early on the podcast. I ain't been on here 5 minutes and y'all getting started. Hey, we're about to get down, go over a few things, and everybody get ready, sit back, get your popcorn. Here we go.
All right, so listen, let's start off really easy, man, because I want to ask a question right now. What is the reason why? There's many reasons, but can we talk about reasons why we always make changes? while we make changes to the New Year's, or every so often we have to make adjustments. So what is the reason? It's the betterment of a better contest, or it gives everybody a fair chance, or some things need to be addressed. So what is the main reason for changes?
Oh, that's easy. It's with this kind of competition and the slingshot being so new as a competition world. There's going to be a lot of adjustments to try to make it an even playing field for everyone. For everybody can feel like everybody can participate and not feel like they're jumping to a royal ass whooping type say. So that's the main reason we have to relook at some of these, because as some of us, if you let us build some crazy shit, we're gonna build some crazy stuff, and we're gonna try to bend the rules as much as possible. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, and that is Diamond Design. That's nature, right? You're trying to win, so you're gonna find some way to create something that's not beatable, or you're gonna invent something that someone else is not doing. Ain't that right, DJ D Nice? I mean, how you feel about it, sir?
Let's get down to the meat and potatoes already. One of the reasons why we are reviewing the sound competition, because we had one particular bike that kind of rocked the featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight class, and it's just been a big discussion on all platforms how we conduct it, and with innovation, that was something that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
And also try to be fair about it as well. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, torturing you right with it. So that's why we're here.
Cozy, what you got to say about that, Cozy? Them opening statements, Cozy. I mean, why are we making changes, Cozy?
Hey.
Or let me say that if we're making changes, I don't know.
Bottom line is, man, I've been doing this 7 years now. I have watched the evolution of the sound competition, the sound platforms and categories evolve. But this last one was a major one. When we all know when Lemon Drop came out, that was a different monster. For her to come into a featherweight class the way she did, and then pretty much work her way up the ladder, pretty much without issue, that's what caused us to have these conversations. And we as a group of people in the sound community, the slingshot community, need to really get down to the brass tacks on what should we do moving forward. Because what we don't want to do is we don't want people to be afraid of getting in the ring, because they know if they get in the ring, they ain't got a chance. We want to have fairness across the board, but mainly I would say the biggest part is the featherweight class.
Yeah. And Cozy, what do you think? Like, let me change my camera. What do you think? Like a price average to build a featherweight? What is like a average price? If someone new wanted to build a featherweight, what we thinking? Like 3,000, 3,500?
No.
Yeah, if you got death bounce.
Yeah. If you got death bounce, or you got kickers.
Hey, Cozy, it's only 6 speakers. I mean, how much is 6? Okay.
Hold on. Pause. Let me explain this to you. See, you said 6 speakers, right? Did you count the pods? You got to pay for the pods. Depending on which route you go, which setup you go, pods cost money. Unless you just go put speakers somewhere and tape them to a wall.
DJ D9 ain't featherweight. Ain't that the lowest class? And that's the lowest amount of speakers, right? I was saying, Smitty, the average for a featherweight 3,500. No? Are y'all serious?
No.
Yeah, what about the labor? 3,500 probably don't even cover the labor.
All right, well, listen.
3,500 probably cover your speakers.
Yeah, you're gonna have to add a couple ones on that.
So what's the average? What's the average, Elvin? What's the average?
Man, you're well over 8. You gotta calculate amplifiers. If you know sound digital, they're top of the line amplifiers. They cost money. If you want to run a lithium battery, your alternator, your wiring, your RCAs, like you all that has to go into it. Some people use $2 RCA. Some people use 58. And when you got 6 to 8 of them, you calculate that. That's a couple $100 itself.
Yeah.
It's simple.
So you guys telling me the lowest class that we have featherweight is average around $9,000 to build that thing.
If a shop is building it correctly, like Elvin stated, if they're using, like, we don't use the best of the best wire, OFC wiring, we don't use garbage, so that stuff costs money.
Damn.
I do that on my everyday builds, not just comp bikes.
Jeez, man.
That doesn't include the processor too. I forgot about the processor.
Oh yeah, don't forget the DSP.
I was thinking.
And if you ain't got a radio and you want to go with a Pioneer or Sony, that's already like $1,500.
Yeah, you buy $6,000 to $10,000 in a feather.
Depending on which route you go. How well you want to compete? Let's put it that way.
Hey, Phoenix, I meant the lowest level class. I didn't mean y'all was low class. Y'all got plenty of class. I just meant, Phoenix, the first class with the least amount of speakers. That's all I'm saying.
Don't try to clean it up now.
That's all I'm saying. Well, I mean, I want to make sure everybody that's viewing us knows that, the purpose of the changes, and this is to make the game fair. We're not picking on nobody. We're not trying to handicap nobody. It's just, sometimes you got to change the rules and make adjustments so it's fair for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I want to make sure the audience knows that, because that is the intent, right, Mr. Diamond Design, right?
Yeah, this is mainly we're not changing the speaker count. That's something that we're not doing. It's just trying to put restrictions and make it an even playing field for everyone. That's all we're doing.
At the end of the day, realistically, the way things are set up and the way electronics change and the way as competitive as some of the builders are and as creative as the builders are, you have no choice but to put a speed bump in the road. You're not going to be able to stop the evolution of these bikes growing. But if you put a speed bump in the road and you got a 2-year gap, you got 2 years before they figure out how to find the gray area in all your rules. And you need that gray area, in the great words of Ricky Will, you need that gray area for that creativity to shine. That gray area allowed for lemon drop to shine. That gray area allowed for 12 volt to create bass monsters. You allow that gray area Allen at Audio Hogs to create Maniac and the Beast. So and Diamond Design, that creativity that's where that came from. You know what I mean? You don't really put them on, bro. Yeah, so I don't think it's about it's less about changing the rules. It's putting limitations on the rules so that like's already been said, that people have the opportunity to actually compete. And I think that if you lose the featherweight class, as you may as well have, if you don't change anything about it, then what do you do? You know what I mean? If the guys that show up with the everyday bikes can't even get in the ring and sit next to them without spending 10, 15 grand before they even start, to send everybody to Texas, to send everybody to Jack. If you start off, you know what I mean, in that budget, in that range, in that price range, how do you continuously have people to show up to compete? Right. And if you watch the beginning of the season and you watch the end of the season, you know exactly what we mean. And as the season progressed, you watch the Undertaker come about. And that's not going to change. If you don't put limitations on these rules, it's absolutely not going to change. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you have 6 classes of extremes. You know what I mean? You have six speaker extremes, and you got 16 speaker extremes. And that's that. And so what do you do at that point? Who really wants to compete at that point? So I don't think the changes. It's not necessarily changes. Those limitations is what I would say. Those limitations are keeping the rules so that there are some place to show up and play.
Yeah.
Preach.
So if something's not changed, I heard you say something, Smitty, like you're saying that you may lose all the featherweight competitors because they're not finna keep jumping in there.
We watched it at the beginning of the season. It was the first show. Vernon and Elvin called me to ask me to judge. I think it was 11 bikes at the first show. The last show I watched online, it was 5, although it was in a hurricane. You know what I mean? But then again, you think about the shows prior to that, and not only is it just featherweight. I think featherweight. If you lose featherweight, you lose your competition. You lose the starting point. You lose what I like to say, the gateway drug. If I can't show up with 6 speakers and play, God knows I'm not going to spend even more money to try and show up with 8 or show up with 16. If you don't have a gateway drug, you never get anybody hooked on Slingshot Audio.
Right. I understand. Good. Nice. So what let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. We have about 35 people viewing us. What are the changes? Or let's get into it, Mr. Diamond Design.
No, we just been talking. We haven't made any changes yet.
Yeah.
We're really. I've been calling a lot of people on here. I have spoken to. Reached out to a couple, just trying to get an opinion on it. And I think talk to our staff too. What everybody thinks we should do. To make an even playing field. What everybody thinks was an even playing field for featherweight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people had, the restriction on the boxes. A lot of people had restriction that we shouldn't use dog bowls. So we're looking at all that. So the main thing is to try to get people's feedback on this.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. So let me mention some things, man. Mr. Light the Night, Mr. Diamond Design, DJ D Nice, Cozy, Smitty. If you guys haven't been watching some of the podcasts, let me be the spokesperson. Let me be the spokesperson for the competitors. Let me be the spokesperson. Listen, so I've heard some people talk about a first and second place. Is there any chance that you guys could adopt always having a first and a second place? Is there any plans in that, maybe? Or what are your thoughts about always having a first and a second?
What is the expectation for the second? If you don't play, if you play King of the Hill, then you never know who the second best was. If you play bracket style, you don't ever get to know who the best. If one of your best gets knocked out because they clipped, or if one of the best if they beat each other in the first round, then how do you decide who the second person is in this style competition? There's no point scale to, even if there was a point scale, that doesn't determine, how you come up with the second place.
Okay, but for my previous podcast, they were talking about, some people would love to have the second place. They would love. Listen, I drove 8 hours. I'll take the second place. So it's more about it's something to do for the people. But I think. Go ahead.
I'm speaking as a judge only, right? Because this is Elvin and Vernon's platform.
Yep.
But how do you come up with the second place? That's the question that you have to ask. Do the judges have to remember at the end of the show? Oh well, this sling might have been close to this previous sling. Like, how do you even come up with that? Like, how?
No, so it's easy. It's easy. Like the championship round, somebody's gonna win, and the other person, the bike that loses in the championship round, is in second place.
No, that's not how you come second place, All-Star. The second best should be second place. And there's no way to determine who the second best is. The person that lost last isn't second place. That's not second place.
Yeah.
Like, did y'all play sports in school? Like that the first person to lose, the last person to lose is definitely not second place.
Yeah.
For the sake of doing a bracket, I understand what you're saying, All-Star. You're saying the last 2 bikes.
Yeah.
My stance has always been for the 3-wheel showdown with the amount that we give out in prize money, that becomes a pinnacle event. When you come there, you should play as hard as you're going to play and play only for first. You don't want to become one of 2 bikes left and you can lay up at the end just to receive something. When you come to the 3-wheel, is first, period. But lately, my board has been outvoting me on everything. So D Nice and Cozy, they're all all run the 3-wheel showdown. You vote, and lately I haven't been winning too many votes. So depending on what they say, we might come up with a way to do a second place. I would rather not do a second place. I'd rather people to come there on the intentions of winning first, all or nothing, so that way you're gonna play harder all the way through.
Yeah.
But it just depends on the what the board votes on something like that.
Okay. So that's actually something you guys had discussed, huh?
Oh yeah, we did. We listen to the people.
Yeah.
You call Cozy, you call Ralph, you call D, you call my man Elvin. Anybody on the board, when we have our weekly meeting, it's gonna come up.
Right. Well, what I'm saying, Mr. Light the Night and 3-wheel showdown is that during my podcast, that's been a topic, first and second place awards. So I'm just bringing it to y'all attention. If you guys hadn't seen those podcasts, it's come up through regular competitors, regular slingshot owners. So it's just something that I'm throwing at you. If you stick on the wall, it stick on the wall. But that's just a topic that we've had on the podcast. So let's keep going, man. Let me give a thank you for a super chat. G Money says, "What's up, SS family? Everyone stay safe. See you in 2024. All-Star, keep up the great work. I'm still waiting on my stuff." Shaking my head, laugh out loud. G Money, team light 'em up, New Jersey. Thank you for that super chat, sir. All right, let's keep going, man. What about the other things? What do you guys want to talk about? I want the audience to get involved in your conversation. So, are we ever gonna stop playing up? Can you only play up? I heard this before. Diamond Design, you only allowed to play up one, maybe. That's what I heard. I'm just bringing it out.
No, you gonna play
that hasn't been anything official.
DJ D Nice.
We haven't discussed that.
DJ D Nice.
Yes, sir.
I want to play up everything.
Then play up.
In 2024, I want to play up.
Okay.
What we have here, All-Star, is a lot of people need to understand that when we're running these events, we have to make changes. A lot of people make comments about us changing the rules, which we don't. So for everybody that's out there, let's get this straight. We have to make adjustments sometime on the fly because of weather, because of different situations. For instance, we didn't allow anyone to play up at Gotham City recently because we were in a storm and we were trying to get the bikes and the slingshots done under the same tent. So yeah, if they say we changed the rule and didn't allow you to play up, use some common sense before you make a post on social media, before you attack the show. Same thing is if we just getting out of a hurricane, we're trying to get the rest of the show done so so we can save some semblance of what's going on. Don't go on social media and say, well, they didn't do this, they didn't do the show and shine, they didn't do this. Man, we picking tents up out of trees.
Yeah,
we're trying to get done. So most of the time when people on social media, I don't comment because I really want to tell them, use some sense. Think about the people at the event, the people working the event, the things they just went through or about to go through. So we have to make some adjustments on the fly. Mm-hmm. So please have some consideration when you're making your comments on social media.
Yeah. You guys were in definitely some bad weather, so I don't know why that would even. I don't even know why that would be an issue. Go ahead, Kobe.
I want to add on to that as well. We're one of the only platforms out there that, regardless of what happens, the show must go on.
Right.
Some people, we had problems in Myrtle Beach with rain. People still came out. We had a good time. The people that showed up, we had a good time. Wisconsin Dale, they're picking up stuff out of the trees, and we found a way to get the show going. We had a good time in Wisconsin Dale. So, I'm with Vernon on this. We all commit, and regardless of what happens, the man lost a lot of money this year with products going, whatever, it's storms and all kinds of stuff, but we're still doing our thing. Walk in a man's shoes, and then you can really understand what it takes to put one of these shows on.
Right. All right, I got you. Mr. Ralph Muhammad has joined us, sir. You want to introduce yourself, sir?
Yeah, Ralph Muhammad with Power X. batteries and whatnot. Like I said, on the board also with Three Wheel Showdown when it comes to the sound game that's going on right now.
All right, welcome to the show, sir. So like I said, Mr. Light the Night, Diamond Design, DJ D Nice, Cozy, Smitty. I'm just speaking for the people that's been on the podcast. And what I'm hearing is that when so many people play up, it makes the competition go for a long day. They're saying that maybe they don't want to hear the same bike play 5 times. That's all I'm saying. I'm just bringing to you what I'm hearing. So would y'all guys like to speak towards that?
If you put your slingshot in a trailer and drove it across country, and you know that you have a competitive slingshot, no matter what class it is, and the opportunity is to play and win $1,000. Do you think that I care what everybody outside of my camp says about me playing up? Right. So here's the thing, right? I didn't start off as a builder. I didn't start off as a shop or a judge. I started off as a competitor. So when I speak from the competitor standpoint. I don't care what you think of my playlist or how many times I play or it just doesn't. It just, unfortunately, you know what I mean. From the Vernon standpoint, from the Elvin standpoint, it makes no sense for me to limit the people that play their slingshot. And if I do limit the people that play their slingshot, then I decide, okay, well, I'm not going to travel, and spend $1,000 in gas. I don't know if you pull a trailer. If you pull a trailer, 400, 500 miles, that's $300-400 in fuel. I'm going to play it every time I get the opportunity to play it. Win, lose, or draw. So are you talking to competitive people, or are you talking to people in the crowd that want to sit and don't want to hear it?
You know what's meaning? I think it's a mixture. I think it's a mixture. But it's come up, the talking point has come up that, the non-competitors, they want to see something else happen. So they don't want to sit there and see the same bike play 5 times or 4 times. They want to be more involved. It makes them have to sit there without nothing to do for a long time.
You know how they can get more involved?
Okay.
Get your ass in that ring.
That's what I'm saying, though. Diamond Design. Everybody's not a competitor. Yeah. Some people come.
That's the thing. A lot of people. Okay, and I say this as because again, before all this, I was a competitor. I traveled shit just to show up and do the damn dance. So I get it. But when people are trying to put restrictions on fights, it's pretty much get in that ring and you fighting. A lot of these people has never been in the ring. They're next to the ring. They don't go from one side to the other side to hear both bikes.
Yeah.
And all they want to do is put inputs of not knowing how to be in the pressure cooker. Don't know about the judging, right? And I'm not saying that everybody has the opportunity to do it. You know what I mean? But before suggestions come in, get in there. Get the experience, because there's always the side people talking that do the most talking.
Yeah.
You want to get involved? Get in the ring.
What we are looking at, though, All-Star, for those people, we just went back and forth on this on a board meeting ago. Our events are getting to a level where we are looking at where you have more than one activity going on at the same time.
Right.
Which we have people at I believe in Charlotte who said that the sound contest went late, so they missed the pool party. I'm putting everyone in a position where this is not going to be an event where I want to move 200 people from one event to the next event to the next event during the day. If you're there for sound, then you can listen to the sound contest. At the same time sound is going on, we're going to have a pool party kickoff. So if you want to go get in the pool, go get in the pool. But I'm going to leave it so the individuals will have a decision to make.
Yeah.
Go get in the pool. You can go to the sound contest. You can get ready for the banquet. So we are looking at other activities going on while the sound is going on and putting it in the individual's hands to participate or to go on and do something else.
Yeah. Mr. Light the Night, I think you nailed it in the head. I think that's basically what that talking point was, that they want something else to do than to sit there all day. That I think when you create that second activity that's going on during the sound, that gives those people that are not there 1000% for the sound contest, that gives them their chance to look at it for however long they want to look at it, and then they can go and do something else. That's all.
Right. So that's, we are looking like us. We understand at our platform, we have a lot of people there now, and they're walking around. And believe me, we are trying to figure out other things they can do during the day while these activities are going on. Our problem is right now trying to squeeze everything in basically within 16 to 20 hours between 2 days.
Right.
For the people out there that are looking for the show and shine and best wheels, we are going to take that more serious on our platform next year. We decided to move that to Friday to make sure we can get that in. So also there's other activities we're looking at. We're toying with the idea of doing we'll call a consumer division on Friday for sound, which is basically an amateur division. We're looking at a lot of different things. We're going to back our sound contests up for every event this year and start it at 12 so that we have more time at the end of the day to get more things in. So believe me.
What was that light thing you were talking about today too?
Also, we're going to change the light contest slightly. I talked with Slinger and a few other people in the light world. At the end of the light contest, the two finalists will pull out of the tent. Everyone will circle up around them, and they will do a light show, crowd participation as to who does the best show. These will be the two finalists for the light show. That's how it will end. I'm also torn with the idea of maybe trying to get the two finalists to play on Saturday night instead of Friday night.
Okay. Nice. All right, let me get this super chat. TJ, man, I appreciate that super chat. TJ says, keep doing your thing, All-Star. Great platform with great content, SS family. P.S. Tell DJ D Nice we got some room in this Cowboys train if he is is he ready to jump on it.
Give him his money back talking about the Cowboys. Look, I give you $9.99 to take him off of here.
Wow.
Cowboys. Oh my goodness. Somebody delete him. Kick him out the group.
Hey, I got let me go in these comments, man, because we got a lot of people in here. These are the subscribers, man. We got Phoenix in here, we got the president of Mid-South, we got the Godfather, TJ, we got Game Changer, we got the Preacher, we got Kim Showoff, we got John Bettis, we got Marcus Johnson, Shane Ferguson. What's up, Shane? Where Greta at? Greta, we got Paradise in here. Listen, man, they're here. Tony Brooks is here. They're here. So let's keep this going. Jack Long, the ambassador, is here. G Money. All right, so listen. I seen something that Buddy Love posted. Let me see if I can get back to it. Buddy Love had a question. I think it was something about Elvin. Maybe you can speak to this. He's talking about inspection of the subs. Is there anything we need to speak towards that? Let me see if I can find his comment.
Something that we're clearly going to be stating, and we talked about it today too, is that if you have a fourth order, we know that it's evolving. So now is like for example, a great example is Maniac and Beast. They have their fourth order, and they have an acrylic front where you can actually see the sub. So today we did discuss on the board that we are aiming for everybody to have that if you're doing a fourth order wall.
Yep. Okay. All right, let's keep it going, man. So listen, I think I talked to you, Mr. Light, tonight on the phone. Maybe not, but I think I did. I think you don't like to call it the novice, right? That was me and you, right? You don't like to call it novice or amateur.
No, I don't like to call it amateur or novice. We're looking at calling it a consumer division.
Let's talk about that, because you know what? When you did that in Maggie Valley, Mr. Diamond Design, it was a long day. Because you had about 13 or 14. What are we going? We're not going to call them amateurs. We're not going to call them novice. What are we going to call them?
We're going to call it the consumer division. Actually, Alan gave me the name from Audio Hog, so he came when he called to talk to me about it. What we have, which we talked about this today, but I kind of got outvoted on that again.
You got outvoted?
Yeah, man, I get outvoted all the time. I think they're ganging up on me or something over there.
No. Now, Mr. Light Tonight, I'm bringing my podcast, my Sling Talks to you, and it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a talking
I'm
point.
coming on Sling Talks. I got some gripes with their ass. So
Hey, Vernon.
on there.
Hey, Vernon.
Listen,
Snitches get stitches.
listen. Hey, listen. I'm talking for the people, Light Tonight. Listen, Elvin, I'm talking for the people, man.
I'm gonna explain what I wanted to do. Well, kind of what I wanted to do was kind of make the featherweight a consumer division. Somewhere where somebody who wanted to come in and just get started, the featherweight, like Smitty said, would be that open door for them. A lot of the individuals on the board feel we need to just have a separate division for that. I honestly feel that we are hurting ourselves the way this is set up right now. If I had a bike and I wanted to build it to come into the competition, if I went to one competition and saw Phoenix or Lemon Drop or Cruella, there's no way I would even continue the thoughts of getting in any of those shows because their bikes are just too far advanced. They've been doing this for years. I wanted to make the featherweight like a novice division, and actually the people that's been in featherweight winning would be forced to move up after winning so many times. And so you couldn't just sit in featherweight and keep winning. When we're at Maggie Valley, we announced that we were going to do a amateur division in less than 15, 20 minutes. We had to cut the signups out because so many people wanted to get out there and try it. I think there's a lot more people at our shows that would like to try it. You know, we give them a good opportunity to do it. And then they would want to go in here and get it done. But they're not going to go in the featherweight with these guys that's been doing this at an experience level so much higher than them. Even if you matched them up with the exact same sound systems, the experience would still take over. You know, Phoenix would beat someone that just started this, even if they had the exact same bikes. If they played her bike, she would still beat them because she's got, you know, experience in doing this, even though she says she's been doing this since September, but you've also been doing it a lot. You know, there's a lot to say for how long you've been doing. So same thing, before this, we were fighting. We were doing karate. And we wanted to be number one in the world.
Right.
We went to every tournament we could across the country. We went to a school where you fought every single day instead of once a week. So that way that you got that learning curve. The more experience you have playing that bike, it gives you a clear advantage. Phoenix plays at a rate where if somebody came into it right now, they would never catch up with her. And it's nothing against Phoenix, but we got to leave a door open for some of these new people to come in and feel comfortable playing their bikes. Because if not, every year we're gonna have the same people showing up to the same shows, and in the end, you're gonna kill the shows.
Right. All right, let me give a super thank you to Melissa. Melissa from the 3 Wheel Showdown. Thank you for that super chat. She says, had to make a public announcement. We have one amazing team. All right. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, I want to say to that DJ D Nice Cozy and Ralph that the thing that y'all did in Maggie Valley, man, with the first timers or whatever we want to call them. You know, it's like you guys let them test drive a car, you know what I'm saying, before they buy it. So they were able to get in the ring and see if this is something that I really like, you know, and see if they want to, you know, see if they want to do it or not. You know what I'm saying? So that meant a lot to those guys to see if they want to go forward and spend that money and actually become a sound competitor. So I think it's a good thing. But like Vernon was saying, with those featherweights we have right now, Diamond Design, I don't know who's gonna jump in there with them.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to. That's why me and Smitty been talking a lot, and I've been talking to even to Jack and stuff like that. And we're really looking into, you know, putting these restrictions just to make it an even playing field. There's a lot of options that came out. Like this main thing is to let people know we're not doing dramatic changes. We're trying to help and put restrictions in certain categories.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was the whole novice or beginner, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it was fun. Actually nice. He was out there judging it, and I swear he was my skin color when he entered the ring. It was hot as hell out there.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering.
So I got a message here from where did it go? God, these messages go pretty fast. I think it was Pandemic. Pandemic said, so I know you guys haven't finalized anything, but he's asking if there's any do you have anything for featherweights? Do you have anything? He's asking that question.
We don't have anything for featherweights as of right now. This talk right here, right now, is for anybody that has any ideas or what they think that should happen in the upcoming 2024 slingshot year. You know what I mean? There's nothing been set in stone. Honestly, I don't see anything changing with feather count. I mean, I said feather count.
Yeah.
He's still recovering from Maggie Madden.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything changing with speaker count. A lot was what is up for discussion is about the featherweight class as far as having these extended boxes or the mini stretches or anything that's protruding the aesthetics of the factory build of a slingshot. So those are some of the things that we've been talking about, but there's nothing set in stone.
Yeah. So if you're in the comment section right now, you have something to say about what DJ G Nice just said with the featherweights, something with the mini stretch or the extended boxes. If you have something to say, then if you're in the live chat, please say it, and we'll get your message in here. So I want to keep going. Listen, is there anything possible changes to clipping? Anything with the clipping? Because listen, I talked to Brad, the 12-volt specialist, and I like what Brad had to say to me. We had a nice conversation. And sometimes, this clipping thing, listen, if you have a phone, sometimes your phone will malfunction. It's just there's a glitch in the system in the cell phones. So he had a nice conversation with me about his thoughts on clipping, and I want you to speak to that, Mr. Diamond Design.
If you clip, like it's you know what I mean? See, and this is the main thing. When we get in the ring, right, and that's where anybody always knows. Like I always tell the judges, it's up to them to call it. It's up to them.
Okay, let me break it down. This is Sling Talks now. Bring the Sling Talks to y'all. So let's say we got a tie, right? We got a tie. And I'm downloading the song that we're going to play against each other, right? Let's say I download it and I think it's completely downloaded, but when it's my turn to play, it skips or something because it really wasn't fully downloaded or something. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm clipped.
Whose fault is that, though?
I'm just saying. Let's talk about it, man. I'm just bringing Sling Talk to you guys. I'm bringing Sling Talk to you guys.
Better get a better download faster system.
If you download a song, you either play or not play.
What I'm saying to you, Smitty, is that if we're in a tie and right there on the spot, I have to download a new song to play, and I think I downloaded it because listen, I'm speaking for the people.
Speak for the people, sir.
Listen. Sometimes I can't. If you're rushing me, I don't know if it's completely downloaded yet.
I don't think I've ever been. I don't think I've ever been in a ring and rushed anyone.
No, I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying you did.
And play the song, and you ain't wait to see what was gonna happen.
That's on you.
You didn't make sure you got a little circle with the download, sir. Then you shouldn't have pressed play until you was ready.
What I'm saying, Ralph, let me speak to Ralph. Let me talk to Ralph.
Yeah, because everybody else ain't going.
Let me talk to Ralph. Ralph,
you gonna ask the guy on the bag phone. Okay.
The people.
It's the same thing. Understand, first word you said was competition. Coming in to compete. You got to be ready.
He thought he was gonna come in and divide and conquer. No,
Well,
pimp.
well, what I'm saying to you, Smitty, if I got Verizon and my opponent got AT&T, he may download it faster than me. But this is a championship. This is $1,000. It's $1,000.
You should
Hey,
probably
for
talk to a
$1,000, you
non.
better
You
get
should
you some
talk to
Wi-Fi,
Bernie
buddy.
and Elvin, because the competitor in me is just like everybody else. I don't care what you downloaded. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You clipped. Listen, at any competition,
There we
you show
go.
up,
There
any
we go.
competition you show up, there's rules, right? And if in the rules it says if you clip, you done, then when you show up and you clip, you know that you're done. Like so it's kind of that simple.
Listen, I like this message from G Money. G Money from Team Light 'em Up in New Jersey. Shout out to Team Light 'em Up. He says, forget downloading. That down south heat be crazy. Your phone is overheating. You can't download nothing if your phone is overheating, man.
It be sometimes the people that leave their phone on the dashboard and then they grab it back talking about, yo, my phone overheated.
Get a cooler.
Truthfully, we only been one location that you probably would have had trouble downloading anything, and that was Maggie Valley, and most of them weren't there.
So listen, I'm a competitor. So the thing is, if you rush me, so let me walk the audience through this. Okay, I just tied with Rollo or somebody like that, or Bumble.
You ain't tied with Rollo.
Hey man, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, I just tied with Bumblebee or Pandemic or Rollo or Bluetooth or whoever it is. But listen, all right, so this is what happens. We just tied, we're talking, y'all say download this song. So a competitor, I have to take my phone off airplane mode to download the new song.
Yeah.
Then I gotta put it back on airplane mode. Listen, it's too much, man. It's too much.
Pause for effect. We have never rushed anybody to play a song. We always ask both competitors, you good? You got the song? Y'all ready? And then we start. So now,
Cozy, you can't talk to a competitor because they nervous already. They in the ring, they nervous, man. We not right. We not in our right state of mind.
And I've heard Kobe many times ask people.
Cozy, if you watch the Sling Talks, I ask the question. They always nervous. They always nervous, bruh.
Yeah, I've been in the ring. I've been nervous, but hey, listen. I've been doing it 7 years, and for 2 years, Smitty will tell you I was known as Mr. Clips, and they ain't talking about the song. Everything that could possibly happen to me happened to me at a show. Fuse go, speaker go out, the wrong ohm load where I've turned the volume to a certain level, it would shut off and then come back on. I have been through it all, so I have no sympathy for anybody. I took that bag and I wore it proudly. So now,
listen. Pandemic says to download a song, don't you have to have Wi-Fi? Just asking.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, you can download on your regular phone.
A lot of these guys got $20,000 and $30,000 of music in their bike. They don't have 5G on their phone.
They got problems.
I'm trying to figure that part out. Like,
Real quick. Is TJ on here? I want you to know D Nice is sitting closer to this screen than I am. Let you know he's closer to me.
All right, listen. We got a message from Cruella. Cruella says, have a featherweight level 1, a featherweight level 2, and give the new competitors a choice to pick. Come on, man. Listen. I'm speaking for the people, man.
Can I step in here? Are you ready for this all-star?
I'm speaking for the people, Smitty.
I love the slingshot community. I'm not on the board. I'm not a part of the show. I show up to judge. And let me tell you what I'm not going to do is I'm not coming to judge no show when you got 10 bikes of stock systems with a Jonathan Taylor Flex Style Design box. I'm not doing that. It'll take us 2 hours to get through that sitting. Like, come on. Nobody wants to do King of the Hill, so we can't do it fast. Everybody wants to play 2 rounds. Nobody wants to play for 1 minute. Nobody's willing to give up anything to compensate for this new class. What? So are the featherweights going to get what? Are the featherweights going to give up some money so that they can compensate this smaller class?
Hell yeah, that's a good question.
So you're saying
are the-
500 for the well
500.
it's
We ought to cut you off your own show.
you gotta have 5 competitors. So Smitty, just hear me out, Smitty. I'm speaking for the people, bro.
I'm asking you. Didn't
You gotta watch Sling Talk. You gotta it goes down on Sling Talks, bro.
You have to answer my question, All Star.
Go ahead.
Are the big featherweights gonna give up some of their money to the little featherweights?
They not.
Are the big featherweights gonna give up half of their time to play for the little featherweight? So instead of playing for a minute and a half twice, you just play 45 seconds. Are y'all gonna give up something?
And that's creating 6 classes.
Listen, the people are speaking. Let me put TJ on the screen. The people are speaking to y'all right now, man. I disagree, Smitty. I think this class will work, and it won't be basic systems.
Yes.
Hey, I'm here for the people.
Featherweight class.
But y'all just said it's $12,000. You just said it's $12,000.
Audio, or you're going basic.
That's it.
It's 6.5.
Hey, hold on.
All
Star.
Phoenix said no. Phoenix said they ain't giving up no money.
When you just,
Phoenix said they ain't giving up no money.
all your speakers had
Oh shit, Phoenix.
You gotta pay your dues.
all your speakers had lights in them, right? All Star when you first
Come on,
started.
Smitty. Don't
I'm
shoot at me
asking-
like that,
Listen,
Smitty.
see, I'm not picking on you. I'm asking a serious question.
Yeah, it did. They did.
So then when you stepped up and decided you wanted to compete, you took your lights off your bike and put pro audio in it, right?
I did.
So if you want to compete, you build a competition bike, and you can do it with 6 speakers. You can do it with DSAT. You can do it with PRV. You can do it with Concrete Audio. All these brands have a budget-friendly option. Bama has a budget-friendly option. If your builder doesn't know how to build you a budget-friendly option, that's not on the judges, the show. That's not on Elvin. That's not on Vernon. That's not on Jimmy. That's not on Cozy D-Night. That's not on anybody that's throwing one of these shows. You have to build a competition level bike, and you have to find you a competent builder that can do that for you inside of your budget. Or you can get on YouTube University, and all you gotta do is pay a tuner. I guarantee you, if you call D Nice, he'll help you build a system over the phone. It probably cost you $150 for a consult
Per hour.
If you call Elvin and say, Elvin, I need help building a system, it'll cost you $150 for an hour of his time. And then guess what? You might get that $150 back if you decide to let him order your parts and send them to you. Listen, guys, I got y'all. I got a good business plan. You know what I mean? But realistically, you have to find somebody that's capable of doing that job for you at your budget. And if you can't, then you either have to not compete or you have to learn to do it yourself and save yourself some money.
Smitty, we talking about featherweight?
Yes, that featherweight is 6 figures.
Smitty, how you gonna do a budget build and you got lemon drop of Phoenix or Cruella? How you gonna do a budget build?
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think we're having this conversation? Because
we're making changes. We're trying to make changes when y'all get it together.
There you go.
Listen. So you're saying to me, so listen to me, DJ D Nice and Ralph.
You ran off. You didn't stop talking to me now.
Y'all got a problem. Listen, y'all got a problem with the featherweight winning. Listen, the scorecard is a scorecard. So I can pop it up. Yeah, it's a problem that we have a featherweight that's killing the featherweights, lightweights, and welterweights. Is that the problem?
You speaking for the people.
I'm speaking for the people. Let me talk to the people, man.
For the people, right? That's the whole reason why we are here.
No, the problem. This was the problem. When we originally, or when the sound competition was originally started, we thought you could control the separations between the divisions only with the speaker count. But like they mentioned earlier, there's people that's playing in the gray, which is fine. It leaves the door open for a lot of engineering great ideas. But us being an authority throwing a show, we have to also address the gray when it becomes a problem to the overall show. I think that originally when we did speaker count, or whoever came up with this speaker count, no one anticipated people making boxes as large as they're making them at this point. So now you not only have to regulate the speaker count, you got to regulate the size of the boxes.
Right.
Now it becomes a joke.
Yeah.
You don't want to destroy the total look of a slingshot for a sound contest. And two, you don't want it to become a contest where whoever got the biggest, bulkiest boxes start to win.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, when someone goes into the gray, when you are throwing these events, you got to start erasing some of that gray to make sure that your event stays legit. And we're trying to make sure the event stays legit by when someone goes into the gray, we address it.
Yeah, I got you. I understand. I understand that, man. Is that now? What is the difference between creativity and innovation? See this. See, Mr. Light Tonight, Diamond Design, Smitty, Cozy, Ralph. I'm bringing the sling talk to y'all. I'm
Well,
talking.
let me help you. Right.
What is creativity? Sometimes it's creativity and sometimes
Creativity
it's innovation.
fuels innovation. Period. Creativity fuels innovation. I come up with a crazy idea and I turn it into and bring it to life. That's how they tie together. There is no one or the other. One fuels the other.
Preach.
Nobody thought, damn, you know what? I'm gonna just stretch my bike half the way and create a band pass. Nobody thought about that, and then when they did it, it worked. Nobody thought, in 2019. All right, well, I'm on. Everybody talked terrible about radio for adding those additional, the additional boxes out the back of it. Now it's common practice.
Yeah.
Right. So 2 years ago, people weren't even considering it. Now it's just common practice. And so now you have no choice but to have this conversation. What do we do to make sure that one, these classes are fair, two, the smaller classes stay attainable, you know what I mean? And then three, that every class doesn't turn into an extreme class. You have extreme featherweight, extreme lightweight, extreme welterweight. You just have a bunch of tombstones, you know what I mean, hanging out the back of bikes if you do nothing.
All right, listen. I like what Buddy Love just said. Buddy Love says these sub boxes are so big that you don't know if there are two subs in one box.
Right. That is why we also looked at probably putting an acrylic side on each box so you can see through them. We were already looking at addressing that too. So that way we'll be able to see inside the boxes.
So, and one of the talks also for the sub enclosures, like we were talking about the featherweight. Another suggestion was the subwoofer can't come from the factory door 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches. Let's say 2 to 3 inches. Let's put 3 inches. From where the factory doors, your sub enclosure cannot come out to the front almost 3 inches. That was another suggestion that was brought up as well too, to try to keep that regulated. Instead of somebody spending, $10,000 on a mini stretch and 2 sub enclosures. That was another one that was brought up.
Right. I understand that. I understand.
There's enough boxes for featherweight, a ton of different box builds that you can find to make that base drop where you want it to drop. Now it's not going to get to that lemon drop style base. However, it wasn't meant to get to that style of base in a featherweight class. But, like I said, I've seen all types of different boxes. I've put different boxes in different bikes. I've tested them all out. So there's a competitive way to find the right box for your bike. The passenger side is deeper than the driver's side. You can have a box that goes in and you can use that extra space that goes down to give you the extra airspace if you need it, but it still does not change the build of the bike. The bike still looks factory. You just got to be smart about what box you use, what porting you use, and putting the right sub in that box that's going to operate and create the base that it's supposed to, based on the build. But a lot of people get boxes and they just throw anything in there and then they wonder why it don't sound right.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that, Cozy, too. Because one of our prime examples is like I call it Phoenix 2.0. When her new setup came up, that she was getting down and dirty. She wasn't as deep as Lemon Drop, but hey, it was a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And she don't have a BBL. You know what I mean? So that's
a lot of
something
people,
that.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
A lot of people, and I proved it with my bike. I have regular 12-inch boxes in my bike, but I know how to put the right sub and tune it where I get that drop. So
Wait a minute. Hey, it sounds like y'all disrespecting the BBLs.
no, I'm disrespecting the Death Bounce BBLs.
Hey, All Star. There's a couple comments asking about stretches, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Me and Elvin have had that conversation about stretches. Just because you stretch a bike doesn't mean you have to stretch for audio. And we've considered that as well as, like, if you stretch the bike, then you could just put the box in the front of the bike instead of in the back of the bike. Well, there will probably more than likely be limitations on how far forward you can come from that off of that stock wall, just like it would be limitations that you come off that back wall in the smaller classes. If that makes sense for those people in the comments asking about the stretch.
Yeah.
So that's where that the 3 inches from the factory door, from the back plastic, you have your beauty panel and your subwoofer. That's about two. When I measured mine, it was like 2.5. It was like 2 inches with the beauty panel. So that's what we're looking at, because it's hard. We can't discriminate against stretches because how many 4-seaters are out there? You know, it's a difficult thing. You can't, because somebody has my guy from Little Rock, what's his name? Dude with the orange bike, Rodney, right? Is it Rodney?
Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney, right? He has a mini stretch. It's because the dude's 6'5".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it would be hard for us. That's why we're looking at the option of the restriction of the box, because people want to stretch because they need the leg room. You know?
Yeah.
That's like Shaq ain't gonna fit in a 2-seater.
Yeah.
So that's what we're really looking at all this.
The rod ain't no featherweight either, though.
Cozy.
Yeah, it ain't no featherweight either.
Cozy.
Yeah.
Cozy. Do you think a featherweight needs a BBL?
No.
Is that something you guys are looking at, or is that just I'm bringing the sling talk to you guys. I'm talking for the people, and I want to know, does a featherweight 6 speakers, right, and 1 sub, do they need a BBL? I'm just speaking for the people. That's all. Hey, listen, I want before you answer that, I want to let you know, coming on after you guys is Riders for Life. I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna speak for the people to them. And then I talked to Mr. The Plug today. He's going to come on. I'm going to talk to the Plug about the people. I'm going to speak for the people. So I'm going to talk to each platform for the people. So the question, like I said, is, does a featherweight need a BBL?
No.
Having recently built a personal featherweight, I can tell you that featherweights can get loud enough to where they currently outrun their base. Absolutely no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I had a featherweight that was extremely powerful, extremely loud, and you can't outrun your base. So
Smitty, can you break that down for my viewers? Outrun your base. Break it down for them, Smitty. Break it down. You talking over their head, Smitty.
So
break it down.
Hey, boss, tell them about the 5.5 on the fender, man. Tell them about the 5. Come on.
If you're being judged on balance, then your base can't be bigger than your highs can't be bigger than your mids. Everything has to go together. So at some point, if you create this you go spend $10,000 on your base and you don't figure out how to get your highs to mids and highs to match that, then your base will outrun it. And it's the same way. So currently, right now, there's enough quality power pro audio on the market to where you can easily outrun your base. Easily, I mean by a mile. But then, you got those comments, oh, well, the dog bowl shouldn't be. Well, guess what? If you 6.5 on dog bowl and you got a small base, then now your bike is no longer balanced. So you're not going to do it. You know what I mean? So fixing some things eliminate the question of the others, if that makes sense.
It's getting serious up in here, man. It's getting serious now. Oh, my God. Buddy Love says, to the builders. So y'all telling me that Lemon Drop has 1 10-inch and sounds better than all of y'all builds?
If you understand what Jack did to build Lemon Drop, yes, the answer to the question is yes. If you understand audio, how bass is made, how bass matures, how loud it gets once it matures, why cars sound better than open air. Yep. I'm not gonna tell you why, but that's up to you and your ability to understand that. What I'm telling you is yes, it's more than capable of doing it. I have checked Lemon Drop every time. I stuck my hand in there, and I can honestly say that when I got in the ring and judged, that nobody can say, "Oh, she's got more." Nope, I stuck my hand in that ring, in that box, and I checked myself. So unless he magically changed, he has a way to change the bike while sitting in line and rolling the ring. It's always been a 10, and the second one is a second 10.
Yep.
Look at old Bluetooth talking about tell him, Smitty. Bluetooth. All right, so let's keep it going, man. I want to jump. Listen, let's talk about this coaching thing, man. Listen, I think y'all need to have one judge that just sits there and watch for coaching. That's what you need. Listen, you need one judge. He don't care about the sound. He's looking at the audience for coaching. What y'all think?
Let me ask you a question. What do you call coaching?
Listen, coaching. Listen, look where my people at. Listen, Sling talk to y'all. I'm speaking for the people.
I'm not asking
you. Asking me? You want to speak to the people or me?
I want to speak to you right now. What do you call coaching?
Listen, coaching is any advice, any information that's given to a competitor while he's in the act of playing his bike. If someone points up, as in to turn the volume up, or eye movement, like that's the wrong song, change songs, anything that gives that opponent the advantage that he's doing something, he needs to make a correction so that he can possibly win that event. That's coaching.
But you think that's going to help them? If your bike sounds like shit, I don't care what kind of coaching you're going to get. It's going to sound like shit regardless.
So if I'm overplaying, Elvin, a little bit, and my guy is in the audience says, "Hey, bro, like," and I push the volume down, I might win.
No, yeah, I think you a couple times doing that.
Oh my God, who is that? That's Smitty.
Smitty, I'm at the shop too. I'm gonna go back and show everybody I'm working too. You making us all look bad.
All right, hey, let's move on, man. Let's move on to the lightweights and welterweights, man. I know you guys are not making no permanent changes tonight, but let's talk about the lightweight, welterweight, and middleweight.
I got outvoted on that too, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, but what was the discussion though, Cozy, on the lightweight, welterweight? Listen, welterweight is so close. I'm bringing the Sling talk to you. Welterweight class is so close to the lightweight class. No, I'm just saying.
What do you mean it's so close?
They talking about the number.
The numbers.
The speaker counts.
The addition of a second 10 completely changes the sound. Going from featherweight to welterweight, it completely changes the sound. It completely changes the dynamic. It completely allows a different amount of sound to be had. The welterweight class was described as, we don't just want to do no 6.5, so we want 212. That's how welterweight came. That was for the people. The people asked for that. That class specifically, they asked for that class.
Hey, Smitty, welterweight's what? Is it a new class? For like 2 years now? 3 years?
It's not even a year. That was last year.
Last year
it came out.
I guess they got to give it a chance. Smitty.
They asked for it.
Okay, let me ask this question to the people. Let me ask this question, everybody. If at some point we're gonna look at regulating the size of the boxes for featherweight, would we end up having to do that at least for the next 2 classes? Because if not, the same problem you're running into now, you're going to run into with those divisions. You're going to end up with featherweights with these big ass boxes.
Mm-hmm. Got a point.
What's going to happen is it's going to push the featherweights up with the extended boxes that exceed the limits up to lightweight. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're in lightweight, you got all these people with these great big boxes.
No, you know what, man? Nobody's building their sling just to stay in one category. They all trying to play up, man. I'm gonna put it out there. Everybody trying to build something so they can always play up, man. That's the problem.
Everybody's trying to build something.
That's the problem right there. Lightweights want to play up. Middleweights want to play up. Featherweights want to play up. Huh?
Whoa, All-Star. You was just talking for the people, and you said nobody wanted y'all to play up. So make up your mind for the people. Come on, goddamn it, people. Make up your mind.
I don't know.
Smitty, you're correct. You're correct, Smitty. But what I'm saying is, listen to the context of my words. What I'm saying is, I'm speaking for the people from the Sling Talks, right? But what I'm saying is, that's my own thought, is that everybody wants to build a bike strong enough to play up. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody want to build a bike strong enough to win.
And play up.
No, to win. Now, by playing up, they're hoping they can still win. But the problem, like I said, I don't want to run into this problem again next year, but in another division.
Oh, yeah.
When we on the board and I'm talking with the individuals on here, I'm not a sound person. I have to run a show. I have to run a show so the contestants and the people watching are entertained and that is fair. And we don't want to keep making changes. I actually think that this problem is just going to move from one division to the next. And then we'll be here in a few months talking about having to regulate the lightweight. So I think we should go ahead and regulate the box size at least up to middleweight.
Okay, I'm listening. They listening.
Because moving Lemon Drop out of, say, featherweight and moving her to lightweight, you still got the same damn problem. She was beating them already.
Yes.
So we have to come up with a regulation on this box size through these smaller divisions. Now, when you get to middle, it can get interesting there. But as far as feather, light, and welter, I think we should come up with a limitation on the box sizes or fender parts and all of that. Because if not, we're going to be hashing this out again. And like I said, when we made the post, I don't want to change the rules for another 2 years. I don't want to have to review this for at least 2 years. I want builders to be comfortable in what they're building right now. For the next 2 years, we're not going to change anything. But if we don't regulate it for the first 3, we're going to be here before next season is all the way through. Because Lemon Drop is just moving up 1 or 2 divisions. The bike that Allen built is a welterweight with all the big long boxes on it. That's still a welterweight. So we still have not fixed the overall issue. We just moved it.
That's true. That's true. You put a Band-Aid on it. That's all you're doing.
Right. So I think we have to regulate the box size at least for the first 3.
Damn. Now we're getting somewhere. DJ D Nice. We getting so. Hey man. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me pay my bills, man. Let me go to commercial. Let me pay my bills, man.
Hell yeah, I ain't seen my commercial up in an hour, man. I want to do my shit.
The 3-Wheel Showdown is on stop number 13, and they're closing out 2023 in Las Vegas, Nevada. The 3-Wheel Showdown has partnered up with VSSR, Exotic Cars and Slingshot Rentals, located at 3341 South Sammy Davis Jr. Drive in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it all kicks off Friday, October the 27th, with gates opening up at 9 a.m. Get there early for all of your premier 3-wheel accessory providers to upgrade your 3-wheel motorcycle. Underground Auto Styling, Zarate Steelworks, Sport Rider Valtuna, Show Chrome, The Wash Guys. Friday afternoon kicks off the world famous 3-Wheel Showdown team battles. And at dark kicks off the world famous Light the Night LEDs competition, where you can win $1,000 for knowing how to operate your light. Make sure you get there early so you can sign up for the official Las Vegas Strip Purge Ride to the MSG Sphere on the Las Vegas Strip. There will be a whole lot of parking lot pimping. There will be special guest appearances and a live performance from the Bay Area legendary rapper Spice One.
Cooling on the corner with the cellular phone.
And not to mention, you can get a glimpse of T-Pain's new slingshot, brought to you by UAS. And who knows what other surprise guests you may see at the 3-Wheel Showdown Las Vegas, stop number 13, Friday, October the 27th, and Saturday, October the 28th, at the VSSR, Exotic Cars and Slingshot Rentals, located at 3341 South Sammy Davis Jr. Drive. And it's all being sponsored in part by Thug World Music Group, Like the Night San Antonio, Like the Night Florida, Like the Night Maryland, Cozy Custom, Diamond Design, Power X Lithium Batteries, the Jones Team LLC, SC Sling Fusion. For more information or direction, call 210-835-5910 or log on to showdownrally.com.
All right, and we are back. Shout out to DJ D Nice. What a nice commercial there, sir. I appreciate
Man,
you, sir.
I wish I had your voice. I'd be rich,
Boy,
right?
DJ D Nice be doing it with the commercials.
Doing something.
All right, so listen. We have a question, and let's try to move on. It's from Coella. She asked, I know you guys are not making any permanent changes tonight, but she asked, can a featherweight have BBLs? If y'all want to speak to that.
We just addressed that.
I know. Vernon just said that we need to talk about the speaker boxes for featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. Or we gonna be in the same problem, right?
Yeah, we're definitely reviewing that. That was a factor that didn't come up. Like we spoke about it, but now we have to
figure it out.
I wish he would have brought that up.
I did bring that up today. Look at D-Night. I did. Y'all outvoted me again. Hey, I'm gonna get up and be with the people.
I wasn't paying attention. Coach, did you hear it? I don't think I heard it.
He did say it. He did bring it up.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where I was at that moment.
See, when I talk about sound, y'all don't listen because y'all know I'm not. I say like y'all listen. I meant something about sound. Y'all go get drinks, go out to lunch and shit.
I think they lost track because you were talking about steaks.
Oh, and by the way, when we get to Vegas, I ain't paying for dinner. I'm letting y'all know. No, I'm not. We went and looked at the menu. I think the cheapest thing on the menu was $80. We got 20-some people coming to eat.
You got it. Hey, just roll a couple extra twos.
In answer to Cruella's question,
registration gonna go up $20 in Vegas.
You ain't lie. In answer to her question, we did discuss it, and it might be that you won't be able to use BBLs at the featherweight division. We did discuss trying to keep the bikes as close to stock in appearance as possible for the featherweights. And then the other divisions, we're still trying to work on it. Another thing that we discussed while we have, I know Rod is on here, and I'm sure some of the other people with platforms are on here. We discussed the possibility of everybody adjusting to these rules and regulations, all the way through to the point that when you have an event, you even judge them all the same way. You have 3 judges with paddles. We're trying to come up with a system where we can keep scores for everybody who competes, but we need most of the platforms to at least judge the bikes the same way. This would be a good opportunity with us making changes for all of us to get on the same page. I know a couple people like to do their own thing, and if so, that's fine. But this is a perfect time for all the platforms to get together so that we can count the points and the scoring. The competitors out here can let people know with these platforms that y'all are actually going places trying to get these points. So if they adopt the same method that we're using so that we can count your events, people will come to your events to compete to get the points. So I'd appreciate anybody that has a platform contacting us so that we can all have another conversation about lining up these events. Not only for sound, for lights, I would also like to regulate or suggest a regulation way to do the parades, where no matter what event you go to, the maximum speed is whatever speed we agree. So when individuals come to your event, they know that parade is not going to go more than 50, 55 miles an hour. You know, we have an opportunity now with a lot of organizations coming into this for everybody to get together and make their events safer and more consistent for everybody. So please give us a call. We want to work with everybody. Okay, that's my spiel on that. I had to get that in.
All right, Larry, let me give a super thank you for Jarrell Armour, Animal. Regulate his statement is regulate the extensions of the boxes as well as the distance from the back wall to the face of the subs for featherweight all the way through welterweight. So he wants his suggestion is to regulate the extension of the boxes as well as the distance from the back wall to the face of the sub. All right, and also Game Changer. What's up, Game Changer? Thank you for that super chat. He says, would Lemon Drop's bike be able to compete next year under the new limitations you're talking about? Stretched boxes, etc. Lightweight and up, not featherweight. All right.
Depending on how we regulate the
changes.
boxes, it depends on the measurements we come out with the regulation of the boxes. They might move all the way up from where they are to welterweight.
Yeah, but we haven't made any changes.
We haven't made any changes for decisions yet, but Jack has contacted us and let us know he's in full agreement with Lemon Drop moving out of featherweight into another division based on whatever we decide with the changes.
Okay.
On top of that, Smitty called him, told him, "Hey man, you gotta get the hell up out of that featherweight."
Yeah. Either the Smitty called and kicked him out of it anyway.
Yeah. Hey,
what was Liz comment?
Liz says, can you throw a retirement party? It was fun. It was a fun game. No, yeah. hey, Cruella, no change. They're not making any. This is just the pre-talks. This is just the pre-talk. So,
but I think she's looking because I think she has a BBL box
in featherweight. Yeah,
in featherweight. So, yeah,
it's going to affect her.
It's going to affect her.
It might not. We don't know yet. There's still room for. Don't think about retirement just yet. We'll just give us some time.
Yeah.
But at least know that we are taking this serious. We're taking sound serious enough to have multiple discussions, multiple meetings to try to make sure it's fair for everyone across the board, both new people coming in and to some of the OGs out there.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Light Tonight. Can we speak to you had a lot of people who gave you praises about your sneaker ball, about it was something totally different. People were not talking about the slingshot. They were actually breaking bread, talking and sitting and meeting and conversating with other people. So can we expect in 2024 more of the events like the sneaker ball?
Yes, we're actually gonna do the sneaker ball again, but for individuals out there, man, y'all have to realize that the $25 you paying, which is basically $12.50 per day at our event, does not cover a smidgen of what we do out there. So for us to continue doing some of the things we're doing, we're going to have to make a price that's more commensurate of what we're doing if we want to keep the show going like it is. I don't want to jinx myself, but you do realize in 2 years, we haven't had a single item stolen at any of our events. We haven't had a trailer, slingshot, truck, anything stolen, but our security bill over a year is almost $30,000. So in order to keep these things going the way that everyone's become comfortable to make sure everybody is safe, we will have to increase the price on some of the items. I will always, like with Like the Night or anything else, give you a cheaper option. For instance, if you pre-register, the price will be cheaper. So it's in everyone's best interest to pre-register. But if you pay at the gate, the price is going to be higher. We're at a point across the board. Everyone, I think you had one show where everybody, you said pick your favorite judges, and the first 3 judges that they picked were the 3 judges that we use. Well, in order to get those judges to shows, that there's airline tickets, there's rooms, there's all kinds of expense in doing it. I'm sure you can realize to fly 3 or 4 people in to get hotel rooms for them, that $50 registration doesn't even cover bringing the judges in, let alone the amount that we pay out. So yeah, we're going to do more activities and keep the show where it is, but the price is going to go up a little so that we can keep the level of professionalism that we've already established.
Yeah. You know what, Mr. Light Tonight, I'm definitely on my Sling Talk this week. I'm gonna make mention of that in order to get more activities, everything costs. So I'll definitely add that to the Sling Talks to let the the sling community, the competitors, the non-competitors, to let them know when you're making suggestions of stuff that you would like to see, will cost more money for that platform. I definitely will bring that to them. Definitely will do that.
Yeah,
Girl said they've been spoiled this year.
But that sneaker ball brung you a lot of flowers, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I love the
That's
sneaker
all I'm
ball.
saying.
I love the sneaker
$500.
ball. $500. So we're gonna do the sneaker ball again when we do our. Well, they said we're not gonna call it the Legends balls this year. Legend ball. I wanted to call it the sneaker ball this year, but we are gonna do it again. I got voted out on that one too, but we're gonna do the sneaker ball with a lot more fun activities. And like I said, we are looking at trying to have multiple things going on at the rallies at the same time. So when individuals come with their kids and they come with their wives and their mothers and grandmothers, that there's something else you can do. Especially, I would like to have an option always where you can go inside and do something in case it's hot. So if you're at the sound contest and you're only interested in seeing the first 2 rounds or the last 2 or the middle, during the other times you can go inside and maybe a day party or something like that.
Right. Also, I like it, man. I like it. I
We
just
have a day
want to
point.
make
That's where
sure.
I'll be at. I'll set that up.
Now, Mr. Light the Night, I want to talk to you about. I'm bringing you what the people are talking about in the Sling Talks. I'm talking to the people.
Okay, you know I'm gonna answer everything openly. What I'm gonna just ask, I'm gonna answer.
DJ D Nice. The people, they love the big circus tent with the chairs, and it's a place to go lounge. They love the circus tent. Is that something that you can see in the Three Wheel Showdown maybe in 2024? Just a circus tent?
Probably not. What we will have is more tents, but that circus tent, the last time I think we tried to use them in Gotham City, was $5,000 by itself.
Jesus.
$5,000 just for somebody to have somewhere to sit down.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The people understand that, Vernon. So I'm making notes, and on the Sling Talk, like I said, I'll let them know that these things, they're not free.
Hey, hold on, All-Star. Somebody asking to use my RV.
Yeah, shit. We need to use that. Can I use it?
Hey,
I don't know what's up the grass.
As long as y'all willing to kick in on the gas.
Y'all, you don't want to use Cozy's RV. It's gonna get there late. Cozy's the slowest driver in history.
Wow.
Cozy will have to leave a week early to get there on time.
Okay. Hey, D.
Hey,
D Nice.
Cozy,
you're about to come out, bro. You better
Cozy, didn't you leave Myrtle Beach last year and called us 2 hours later? You was further away from home.
I can either confirm or deny.
Mr. Light the Night. I want you to see this, Mr. Light the Night. We got Bluetooth.
Man, stop bringing the bullshit.
Bluetooth wants to know, can we have the sneaker ball in Texas next year?
Yeah, we can do some other activities in Texas. A lot of times when we're scheduling events, we have to go by the response that we had in previous years. But this year, man, every event we had has been packed. The participation is going through the roof on all of them. So now when we're scheduling, we're looking at all the things that we can do. Another thing I want to give a shout out to Alan, and also notice to a lot of the other builders out there. The sound contest is generating a lot of income for a lot of these shops, because they're getting their bikes built for this platform because of the money we give them and what we're doing. Alan was the first person to call me, Alan from Audio Hogs, to let us know that he was going to give us his full support and sponsorship for next year based on the fact of how much business he's been getting because of the show. So I would appreciate if some of the other builders out there come forward, because it would make it a lot easier for us to do more activities if some of the other individuals that are benefiting from this show, whether directly or indirectly, commit with some sponsorship. I don't care if you cover belts, if you say you're going to increase the prize for the show, or say, hey, I'll sponsor a day party, I'll sponsor wings at a place, anything to help make the show better. You already know whatever you give, I put every dime back into these shows. In the 2 years we've been doing these shows, I have not profited $1. Everything that comes to us, we put back into the show, whether it's through security, whether it's through bringing the right judges in, whether it's through giving extra prizes. So at this point, a lot of builders out here, I would appreciate if y'all come forward and sponsor something to help enhance the show.
Jarrell did reach out and ask if he could be a judge this year.
Jarrell wants to be a judge. Jarrell can come and he can come and cook that fish.
No, brisket, bro. Forget
No,
the fish.
I heard the fish was good. I missed the
No,
fish.
the brisket, bro.
Brisket was
And the chicken. The brisket and the chicken. That's all I'm saying.
Official 3-Wheel Showdown barbecue cook guy at the party. Everybody was talking about the fish, and I didn't get none.
We need to do a 3-wheel cook-off.
Here you go.
Hey, I'm down for that one.
I want to be a judge. I'm going to judge right off the back. I'm telling you.
Let me give a super thank you to Blue2 for that super chat. Blue2. Hey, if you had a comment, man, I would read your comment, Blue2. But thank you for that super chat. Like I said, guys, hey, listen, man, I want to speak for the people, but I just want y'all to know the questions that I'm asking you guys. Like I said, I have the Riders for Life Sling Fest coming on soon, and I talked to the plug. The SS Takeover is going to come on soon, so we're going to be talking to you guys like this. We're going to speak for the people. Okay, the people have a voice. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you got any questions and you ask me, like I said, I never skirt around the answer. I'm gonna give you the truth. As best I can give it to you.
Hey, let me speak to Smitty real fast. Smitty.
What up, yo?
Hey, sir. I wanted to congratulate you, sir. I had the Sling Talks. I asked a question to my Sling Talks, and the question was, name a judge in the slingshot competitions that you think is great. And sir, I want to tell you that you came up like 5 or 6 times, sir. So how do you feel about that, sir?
I appreciate it. I definitely try and do the best I can, because I know what it feels like to not be judged fairly. I know what it feels like to not to be heard. And if you got somebody there that's paying attention to your slingshot, if Vernon brings me there, you'll rarely see me there the day before BSing or hanging out, because I don't want anybody to feel any kind of way about, well, Smitty was just talking to no. Smitty's goal is to be fair and unbiased at every corner. And if you ask, I will no longer be donating information. But if you ask me how can I help, how could you improve your bike, I'll gladly give you that information. In my opinion might not sync with your builder. My opinion might not sync with your pocket. So I definitely appreciate it.
Oh, what happened?
He's on that dial up, boy.
Yeah, he'll be back. I think he's gonna pop back in there. He maybe hit a bad spot.
Was there any other judges that was mentioned?
Yeah. I'm going cozy. I'm gonna get to it now. Listen.
I was just curious. I'm just asking for the people. That's all.
Oh my God!
I'm just asking for the people.
Listen, Cozy. Hey, all right. Hey, listen. Like I said, I'm bringing you guys to Sling Talks, and I wanted to congratulate Smitty because he was like he received the most nominations. But Mr. Light Tonight, I want to inform you that DJ D Nice and Cozy Customs also receives nominations as great coaches in the slingshot competition. So let's give it up for Cozy and DJ D Nice. They also received nominations.
That's good. When we started the 3-Wheel, we were trying to find people with good reputations in the sling community. And I was basically, when I called them, I said, man, just what would it take for you to come to the event? Just tell me what would it take? Smitty, amazingly enough, was like, man, just get me a flight or something or in a room and I'll come. He never asked to be paid or anything. It's like, man, he truly is looking out for the slingshot community. Now, you already know Cozy. Cozy doesn't just come, but he brings a bunch of giveaways, man. I'm pretty sure Cozy has given away as far as a person who's working there and more than anyone. I
Right.
mean, it's a pleasant surprise to have Cozy come and do his giveaways, man. It's a pleasant surprise to have someone like D Nice who works probably more than me. Most
Right.
of the time when we're on Zoom, D is at work.
Right.
He has traveled with us and is still working while he's traveling. So there's individuals on here to take out of their time.
Oh, come
Elvin,
on. That's wrong, TJ. That's wrong,
Elvin,
TJ.
you already know is busy as hell at his shop. So every second that he spends with us, he is literally getting behind at work. My man Ralph, him too, man. You know, Ralph is there. Ralph and I, we're not young people. You know, for me to travel, you know, as far as we travel, I know it's hard for my man Ralph too. So, but we wanted to get a good pool of people with great reputation. Everybody put these damn animals away. And so for the public to recognize them for what they're doing, man, that's great.
Yeah.
That lets me know I got the right group of people.
Right. That's awesome. Now, Mr. Light Tonight, Three World Showdown platform. I want to say that on this platform, you guys talked about a thing you were trying to do, and it was called a team battle grudge matches, and it happens on Fridays nights. So I want to say I think it was a hit. It was a hit this year. I remember you talked about it on Straight Up TV about doing it, and I think it was a hit for you guys. So is that something we're going to see in 2024?
Yes. Actually, we're going to try to get it more organized, more procedurally intact. We're going to events, which means that has at least 4 and 5 teams.
Right.
Which means there's 20 to 25 people on Friday there to play the music.
Yeah.
So it started out as a fun thing, and it's still going to be a fun thing. But we got to also take notice that, hey, people are coming to do this. Before we played, you know, if you had enough, we did it, or we could squeeze it in, we would. But now we're going to be more adamant about getting it done on Fridays. So what we're going to do with the three was our Fridays will now become as entertaining as packed activities as our Saturdays.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was laughing at one of them chat. Somebody put on the chat.
Well, they say Elvin was the best clock man.
Yeah, you know how many times he messed up green lane, red lane?
Why you gotta bring up old shit?
We had to hang green and red flags in the tent to make sure he didn't.
Hey, well, first of all, I'm gonna give my man some backup. Bernie, when you sit in that ring for hours, everything starts to blur together. So lay off my brother.
I appreciate that, Kobe.
Yeah.
All we gotta be bringing up old shit.
D Nice even be out there, be so hot. He be like, man, you gonna give us a he's like, hold on a second, man.
I'm like, no, get back in that ring.
Hey, Diamond Design. Diamond Design, the ringmaster, right? The ringmaster. So what is the correct way for a judge to not vote? Is it he keeps his paddle down, or he turns his paddle sideways? If he just keeps his paddle down.
Hey, you see those two? They're the judges. Ask them that question.
Well, you're the ringmaster. Okay, DJ D Nice.
Yeah, you definitely need to ask them two time calls.
There goes Smitty right there.
Ask them two.
Smitty.
My bad, my phone died.
Smitty, you're coming back right in time, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so I want to talk to the 3 judges that were all nominated for best judges. Listen, what is the correct procedure? What is the correct procedure when you're voting on a contest and you don't have you're confused. So you just keep your paddle down, or you keep the paddle sideways in the air
for a tie.
Same, but different. If you put the paddle sideways in the air, in my brain, it gives somebody the false impression that they may be looking at their color, and the other person may be looking at their color. So I typically won't put it in the air at all.
Okay, because I think some people turn sideways. What does that mean?
Yeah, that means the same thing. I'm not voting. You know what I mean? But that person looking at that paddle is, you want to win that $1,000 just like everybody else. So
I'll stop picking it up. I just don't vote.
You just leave the paddle down by your waist?
Yeah.
Okay. DJ, what you do?
I turn it sideways. Or depending on what it is, I won't put it up.
Okay. All right.
So maybe we should establish which way we're gonna do that next season. Don't raise them would probably be the best way to do
TJ.
But what happens if we don't know what lane we supposed to go in?
it.
Oh shit.
Now, that's happened.
Well, the ringmaster gonna say, judges, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, he gonna give you time to think about it.
No,
bro.
first of all, you missed a step.
What's
Green
that?
lane.
Oh, okay,
Red lane. Judges, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Hey,
listen.
you know it's bad when you get on the flight and the only thing you think about is green and red, right?
That
Y'all
is
know
terrible.
that, right?
That is terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had to run the ring like that, man. It gets a little, yeah.
Okay. I just wonder because a lot of people, when it's a tie, some people are confused. But I guess if you keep that paddle all the way down to your side, they'll know it's definitely and Mr. Ringmaster. So you have to win by 2 paddles. You can't. That's the only way you can win. You have to get 2 votes, right?
Yes.
All right. So if you always see 1 paddle down. I'm saying, Mr. Lighton, I see that face expression you got, but some people are lost when they see the judges do what they do. They're waiting for you, Mr. Light Tonight, to say we have a tie because they're confused. They're really confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too because I don't like ties. It's
Unfortunately,
hot. Get in.
I try to tell folks when we're judging, this is my thing, good, bad, or indifferent. If you cannot clearly pick a winner, split it. Nobody's going to hold it against you. Nobody should be going with the majority just because. That's why we have 3 judges. We have 3 different minds, 3 different ears. So I will never pick a bite unless I can pick it 100% as a winner. I will always split it. Now, it drives Vernon crazy, but hey, he already knows my style. So I want to make sure that if I got to hear one more song, just to make sure I got it right, I'm gonna hear that last song.
Yeah, I got it.
We try not to do ties. We really work hard not to do that, but sometimes you just can't pick.
Yeah. I got you. All right, man. Listen, man. Do you guys have anything else, man? I'm not gonna hold you guys, man. I want to thank you guys for coming on. And who is this coming on late? Who is this? Oh, it's Smitty. Smitty's coming on.
He said his phone died.
Yeah, he got a bad phone something.
Okay, so listen, man, I appreciate you coming on the platform, man, with your 3-Wheel Showdown, your judges and everything. I appreciate you answering questions. Can you tell? We have 54 people watching. Can you guys let us know when we can expect the final changes for 2024? Is there any timeline when we can expect the final, changes or anything?
Right now, everyone on the team was going to our end of year event in Las Vegas. We're hoping to get it done before we leave.
Okay.
If not, it would definitely be a topic of conversation while we're all in Vegas at the crap table. But
Yeah.
I think we said the 15th of October, we would like to have a response for everybody. We asked a lot of the builders to stop building until that time.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me send a super thank you to Beast, which is one of my sponsors, Callaway and Sons. He says, All Stars, keep doing what you're doing because the community needs to hear the hard discussions. They are definitely needed. And Vernon, your team is amazing. Don't touch lightweight class boxes. We don't want you to mess with the lightweight, bro.
Callaway, I got good news and bad news for you, buddy.
$30 ain't gonna cut it, pimpin'.
Hey, man, we appreciate all the comments. We appreciate the support from the community, man. It's been outstanding.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I will be having the same discussion with Riders for Life Sling Fest next week, and then after that, I will be having the same discussion with the SS Takeover. So
Well, hey,
We
when you
got,
have all these people on here, All Star, can you please ask these individuals from the other platforms, is it possible we can all get on the same page?
I will definitely ask that question. And I think like, I'm gonna bring you the sling talk. This is a sling talk. I'm bringing it to you.
I'm
The
coming up
sling
there.
talk. The people say they want y'all together. That's what the sling talk say.
Let me explain all of this one last time. We want to work with everybody. The problem in doing this is our event costs money. When people say we should team up, then there's individuals who immediately come in and saying what they don't need. They don't need security. They don't want to give the money away. I'm not going to team up with 2 or 3 people and do less. That don't make sense. I would like to figure a way that all of us can get together, and with 2 or 3 people, we should do more, not less. Stan has a great platform. Jimmy's got great history in what we're doing. Everybody's got good input. But right now, the people seem to love what we're doing. We're trying to include everyone else in what we're doing in a way that is beneficial to the people promoting the event, the contestants, and the competitors. I just need them, for the most part, to agree on some simple things. Can we at least run everything under the same set of rules, same restrictions, come up with a standard of operations for each event? Like I said, when you go on a parade, everybody agrees that your parade should have police. Everybody agree that you won't take your parade more than 55 miles an hour. So that way, no matter where our customers or our supporters go, they're going to get a similar show. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Yeah, I think y'all can work it out, Mr. Light tonight. I think you guys just need to come together and talk about it amongst yourselves, man, and figure out what are you guys are trying to achieve. And I think everybody needs to buy into the same process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe Riders for Life has already agreed that they're going to follow, or let's just say they're going to do the exact format that we do. I would like not only the plug, but also the independents out there. Rod has an outstanding event in Memphis every year.
Yeah.
So let's say, Rod, if when you do your independent thing, can you follow our format so that we can come and keep score for the people that win at your show too?
Right.
Even if you're independent, but you're throwing a consistent show, then you can follow these rules that we're setting up that everybody's going to be going by.
Yeah.
Because it would be great if you have a show. Now, everybody listen. Right now, if you're independent and you know you're going to have a show next year, if you contact us and say, when we're going to have a show on this date, we're going to do our sound contest under the same rules you're going to follow. We're going to use judges with paddles. We're going to do exactly as you do. Will you count us in your scoring? If we count you in our scoring, we will list you. That means the individuals that are competing and are going for points will see your event and know that they can go to your event and we're going to count it. That will directly help the attendance at your sound contest because people are traveling to get these points. So let's try to get organized across the board.
All right. Now, hold on a second. Let me give a super thank you to Disturbing the Peace. Disturbing the Peace was here. Don't change anything in middleweight. All right. That's Disturbing the Peace. And also, that is the leader. That is the leader of the middleweight class. That is the champ, Disturbing the Peace. Thank you for that super chat. Also, we have Black Mamba. Black Mamba is in the house. She says hashtags Elderman All-Star speaking for the people. Hey, Black Mamba, listen. I do these sling talks, man. I do these sling talks and I talk to these people. And these people, we talk about what they would like to see. They talk to me. So I'm bringing it to the platforms to let them know what the sling talk is saying, man. The sling talk sometimes is 3 hours, 2 hours. And we're talking about real things. Now, listen, this sling talk this Thursday, I got a bunch of presidents. Man. So it's going to be really interesting what they're going to talk about. But I'm gonna take from what they say. I'm gonna take from what they say and bring it to the platforms. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna start doing. All right. We got another super chat. Cynthia Armour. Okay. Thank you, All Star, for the recap and all you do. Shout out to the entire Three Wheel Showdown team. This was fun. This was a fun first year for me. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Light the Night. She said it was fun for her.
You want to keep it fun, believe me. So make sure you get your. I'm gonna tell you right now. Get your right tennis shoes for next year. You're gonna need them. Get your speedos out for the pool party. You're gonna need those. We got so much stuff coming. I'm telling you, be ready.
Yeah. All right. I want to say this. I want to say doing the Sling talks, man, they really want to see the three platforms talk and do things together. And I really think it would be an awesome thing to have all three major platforms, including Mid-South, on the same sheet. And I think this is just my point of view. I think if you all came to the table with a blank sheet of paper and figured it out, don't say I'm better at this, don't say I'm better at that. Just come to the table with a blank sheet of paper and just go from scratch and see if you guys can find a way to work together. But if you can't, if you can't, you can't. But I think what you have to do is come to the table with a neutral mind, a blank sheet of paper, and figure it out from scratch. And I think that's the only way it's going to work. But if you guys don't have anything else, man, we got Jack in here. Let's see what Jack says. Underground, it would be great if all platforms could have very similar, if not the same rules. SUTV scorecard does motivate competitors to attend all shows. Guess Lemon Drop won't be a featherweight anymore. Ha ha ha. All right. See, that's what they want.
You want to give a shout out to Jack because he was the first person to make it clear that if we're going to change the rules, he didn't mind moving up because we didn't want to make it seem like we're changing the rules for Lemon Drop. But it was nice that the builder and the competitor running Lemon Drop were the first to step up and say, hey, change it. We don't mind moving up. That says a lot because that would weigh on us in our decision making because we don't want to be attacked and said we're changing the rules because of one bike. But it's different when that one bike comes forward and says change the rules.
Right. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. The bike that's killing everybody is okay with making adjustments.
Especially when you look at the fact that they're giving up a lot of money by changing the rules.
Yeah. Nice. I appreciate you saying that, Light the Night.
Hey, Vernon.
Yo.
Jarrell wants you to answer this question because you don't ask it like 4 times. Can he bring the grill to the shows?
All right. You have to take it show by show because some of the parking lots that we use, they have their own food trucks under contract, or we at a place that already serves food. So you would have to call me once we come out with the schedule so that way I can let you know which events you can bring food to. Hopefully that answers your question. Every event, man, the rules and stipulations change for everything. You'd be surprised how much we have to read over these contracts for every single location where we have an event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff pop up on last minute.
Last minute, you ain't lying.
Hey, Mr. Light tonight. Any new locations for next year? Any new locations?
What I will tell you, we're looking at Kentucky.
Okay, Kentucky.
As one of the new locations. We do have several locations. I like to go to each place at least twice, but there's some places where we had good success. Charlotte, Atlanta, we would definitely have on the schedule. Vegas we'll have on the schedule. Slidell, Louisiana, the same weekend as usual will be on the schedule. We're going to commit to doing a little bigger show in the Texas area. We have several organizations calling us about teaming up. So we are looking at doing some combination events with the likes of Gotham City and coming up also. If we understand the rain stopped Gotham City, that probably would have been probably the top event of the year. So we are already looking at Gotham City signing contracts and lining up stuff a year out for that because we want to do it really big after seeing a response in the storm what we got. So you definitely gonna get Gotham. So any other events I'm forgetting, guys?
Detroit, Chicago.
Chicago is called. Oh, and we're seriously looking at Virginia. It looks like
Virginia Beach. Yeah.
Virginia looks like they're going to get an event next year also.
Is that Virginia Beach?
I think it's actually going to be the Hampton, Chesapeake area with the ride to one of the beaches. And New York. We're looking at New York again. So same location or possibly a different hotel setup. The parking wasn't that great at the hotel.
All right, we got animal saying Jacksonville. We got Game Changer saying Pennsylvania, Maryland, and New Jersey. All right.
No, the problem in being honest and totally open with going on the East Coast. When we went to New York, I probably received $800 in toll bills.
Jeez.
I was getting toll bills a month later. So I know that a lot of the people that traveled to the event got toll bills too. So if we do New York, we're probably going to do it one more time, and then we're going to drop it probably to a little lower where you don't have to go to so many tolls, because the tolls were just ridiculous, man. You know, if you pull in a truck and a trailer, you're looking at $200-300 in tolls.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said,
I think we got our first call out right here too.
Who that?
Alan Jones.
What did he say?
He's calling out Jack 11 drop.
God.
Oh, he's called about. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, we did talk about doing call outs. I'm sorry, Alan, I forgot to mention it. But he would like to start. He think we should start hosting call outs at the end of the sound shows, where you can actually do call outs. And he was suggesting for money, but we have to check the gambling rules at each location before we announce any money exchanging hands. But I think call outs, because I did call out 2 people today on Facebook, D Nice and Cozy. I think I called y'all out today, right? Don't act like y'all didn't see it. I know. So yeah, we are looking at some great locations. We want everybody to have a great time. Vegas is coming up. Vegas is going to be packed. We're going to have a great time. Like I said, the whole entire crew for the year that could make it is going. We're going to take group pictures with everybody. It's a good time that if you're into sound, or you're thinking about doing a bike, most of the sound people will be there that you can ask. A host, everybody on this screen is going to be in Vegas, along with Smitty, along with a few other top sound people. So if you're on the West Coast and you would like some good advice on getting your sound system done, we're going to have some of the top people in the country there. All right.
You can catch me at On the Record on that Friday night.
We're going on, man. This better be a good place when we go to On the Record on Friday. I'm telling you, because I really would rather be at Caesars at the crap table, but I'm going to go to On the Record.
I'm DJing the Usher after party Friday night.
Oh, so we're getting free passes.
Like I said, I'm at On the Record Friday night at 10 o'clock.
If we don't get free passes, somebody's going to be walking back from Vegas. So, D, are we getting free passes? Because, I got like 20 people I flew in. I need 20 passes.
The way my checking and my savings is set up.
Don't be using my statement.
Animal calling out everybody. Animal calling out everybody. Animal calling out Sub-Zero.
He calling out beautiful.
Calling out Beautiful Disaster.
You built Beautiful Disaster. How you call out a bike you built?
Yeah. He calling out the Lime Squeeze.
Calling out his own bikes.
Hey, all right. Oh, we got the Beast in here. The Beast. What's up, Beast? Maniac.
Callaway, what up?
What's going on? Callaway and Sons.
So can anybody be on Sling Talk, man? I don't want to do it this week because you got a bunch of presidents on there, but I want to do one. So
you want to be on this? Listen. As a platform, the people will talk to you. They will talk to you. They will ask questions. So if you want that smoke burning,
I'm gonna get on there and talk about all the people that keep attacking me on Facebook.
Oh boy,
man.
it's been good. It's been great joining you on Straight Up TV tonight. My name is All Star.
See, when I say that, everybody on the board gonna call you when you get off. Say, don't put him on. Don't put him on. Don't put him on. Look at Elvin. He already just smiled, shaking his head like, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
They say run your system, not your mouth.
That's what they say. So I guess I gotta be quiet. Let everybody keeps attacking me on Facebook. Make it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm gonna get you guys out of here, man. And once again, I appreciate you guys coming on and having this discussion on Straight Up TV about the possible changes for 2024, man.
Please use the word possible.
Possible changes, because I don't know. I know you guys got to do some more deliberating. You guys got to do some more brainstorming.
Yeah,
you got to analyze some more things before you come up with your final change.
Looking at Callaway's comment, look like he got to do some more drinking. Because he's talking a bunch of nonsense, calling me out on the light show.
Good God.
Yeah, he done drank a whole lot today.
Wait, we got a comment from New York Yankee. He says, bring a show to Jacksonville, North Carolina, home of the Camp Lejeune Marine Corps base.
We can go there, but I seen the commercials. We can't drink the water. We'll come out there, but we
Hey, Vernon, too soon. Too soon, bro. Too soon. Come on. Down.
Go.
All right, so guys, hey, thank you for coming, man. I'm gonna get you guys off the screen, man. It's been exactly 2 hours, man. I appreciate you guys coming on, man. All right, look forward to seeing you guys again, man. Peace.
Yeah, we out because some of us still at work.
Yep. Peace.
Peace.
All right, guys, that was the three-wheel showdown, man. That was the three-wheel showdown. I'm glad you guys tuned in. I'm glad you guys had your questions. Hoping that they answered some of your questions. Remember, this was not a time for them to give you their final decisions for 2024. This was a discussion that they were willing to have with you because they cared about you guys' thoughts. You know, they wanted to see what your suggestions were. They wanted you to be a part of the discussion. So I'm glad you guys tuned in and was able to listen to those guys. Well, what I took from it was that there are going to be some changes with, I think, featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. But we didn't talk heavy in the middleweight and heavy and extreme. So I think, just from, I watched the same thing you guys watched. Middle, heavy, extreme, maybe safe. But I think it's going to be featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight that has some changes. So I thank you guys for tuning in, man. But I want to put up the scorecard. There were no events for the scorecard to change. So the scorecard is still featherweight, lemon drop with 9. First place wins. Lemon drop with lightweight with 9 also. Welterweight for 5. DTP is still the leader of the middleweights. Vinny Ram from New Jersey, Team Light 'em Up, is still the leader of the heavyweights. For the light competition, man, Big Rod is still in the lead with 3. We got Dale Keller and Slinger with 2. And extreme, we have RCB with the tower and RCB game over. So listen, it doesn't take a smart person to realize that there's not that many more shows, so you can start, seeing who is going to be the leader of each category. So just be mindful of that. Remember, I have my shirts. If you want to get the team shirts are available. Just contact me and get you a team shirt, man. I'm going to let you guys go, but I want to remind you that we're going to be on Sling Talk this Thursday, man. This Thursday. So tune in for that. Also, we're going to have Slingfest Riders for Life is going to be on. And look out for, I'm going to post a date for a SUTV podcast with the SS Takeover with the plug. The plug is going to come on. He's going to talk about his Super Bowl. He's going to talk about his Super Bowl. So you guys make sure you watch out for that posting, that advertisement, that's going to be happening. So you guys can be aware of what's happening at the Super Bowl. If you guys don't have anything else from me, man, I just want to thank you guys for following me. I want to thank you guys for subscribing, man. And if you haven't subscribed, man, I don't know what you're waiting on. go ahead and subscribe, man. Subscribe, share, and comment at the same time, man. If you guys come on Sling Talk, man, and you guys tell me what you guys want to change, you give me your comments, you give me your wants and needs, man. I'm gonna bring it to them, man. I'm gonna bring it to when I have these platforms on. I'm gonna ask them. Say, hey, what have you ever thought about this? This is what the people are talking about. This is what the people want. This is the suggestions that the people said. So listen, if you come on Sling Talk and you talk to me, I'm gonna bring it to the platforms. I'm gonna bring it to them. If they buy it, I don't know, but I definitely give you my word that if you come on, I'm definitely going to bring it to them. All right, so listen, I want to tell you guys, go check out All Star Goes to Jail Part 3. It's a good video, man. It's not that long. I think it's like 18 minutes long. Check out the bloopers. The bloopers were fun. I will give a shout out to Paradise, LJ, Megatron, Alexis, B-Roll, and we had a great time making the All-Star Goes to Jail Part 3. So listen, I'm going to be out. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Listen, I thank you guys for taking time, man, to get on Straight Up TV, man. I am your Slingshot platform, man, for YouTube. Anytime you feel like you want to come by, man, if you have a conversation, man, if you have something to say that for the betterment of the Slingshot community, man, please contact me and come on the show, man. So let's close out. Let's close out with everybody, you know what I'm saying?